Think you're eating healthy? You're probably not. I'll show you the real foods that you need to cut for fat loss. Stay till the end where I reveal exactly what you need to cut out to see real results fast. Fake healthy foods are an epidemic that have spread every country across the world by storm. These will come under, the high protein yogurts that you see, all of the protein bars, the protein drinks. They are some of the main culprits, especially in the fitness gym industry. Other ones are like the Slim Fast shakes, the meal replacement drinks, all of these foods that are marketed to be, healthy and towards a healthy diet, when they're actually just full of sweeteners and sugars and absolute rubbish. They're packed with carbohydrates that don't fill you up and that just make you crave sugar. They're also packed with sugar, which make you crave sugar. But it's fine because there's no fat, right? There's no fat in it, so I won't get fat. And, they are packed full of protein. That's why I can't shit on protein shakes too much. I do still drink them every now and then. They are convenient. However, when they're marketed as this superfood, have this protein shake and that's all your protein, that's all you'll need. It's not factually correct. Another culprit of this is low-fat foods. I just mentioned them. There'll be low-fat yogurts, low-fat milk, which is grim. Even like protein bars will say like low/no fat. And why? Fat is really good for you. You need fat to build testosterone and estrogen. And to balance those out, you need fat. It's a hormone regulator. Without fat, your body cannot produce testosterone. And by this, obviously, I'm talking unsaturated and certain saturated fats. Saturated fats being from red meat sources, dairy, and nuts and oil. Any other source, like chocolate and all that, complete crap, processed rubbish. And unsaturated fats, they're just your standard fats. Easy. Not the processed stuff. Speaking of processed foods, these are all around us. It's disgusting to think that everywhere you turn in a shop there is a section of processed foods, no matter where you look. And this completely combines in with the last 2 points that I just made. In the shop, I always do my shopping at Lidl. There's a section in the fridge area that has high protein tiramisu, like desserts. So, and on it says no fat, high protein tiramisu. It's got 12 grams of protein and it's a fucking cake. That's what it is. It's a cake. But it's healthy, guys. It's healthy. It's in the high protein section. It's got no fat. That means you won't get fat, right? Honestly, people are so uneducated these days. It is actually scary. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are not all they're chalked up to be. You've been told ever since you were young. The governments have said, even, in Britain we have something called the food pyramid and the eat well plate. And I'm pretty sure on the eat well plate is something like 30-40% of your plate should be carbohydrates in every meal. That's what they pushed onto us. Bread, pasta, rice, it's all sugar. Your body breaks it down literally into glucose, into sugar. And you know what sugar doesn't do? It doesn't fill you up. It doesn't satiate you. So everyone's out here saying, you need to have carbohydrates with every meal. Carbohydrates with every meal. Carbohydrates before the gym. You know, what's the point in having carbohydrates before your gym if you're having simple sugars? A banana, brown bread, whole wheat pasta, those are real carbohydrates. Those are complex carbs. Those will take at least a couple of hours to break down into sugar. But all in all, carbohydrates are not what you want in your diet if you're trying to lose fat and get healthy. They're not natural. Wheat is natural, but, you know, processing it down in this massive factory is not, it's not natural. So you shouldn't be eating it. You know, real humans didn't eat it. I don't know what we are, but we are not real humans. We're something else. We've evolved or something. But now you know what to cut. The next step is making your diet simpler. I've just made a video on why dieting is a lot easier than you actually think. Your next step is to go and watch that. Hit subscribe. Have a hard day and a great week. Mwah.